So we've got something a little bit different today. While we're at Neyburn Lock, before we headed for Van Love, we bumped into Peter and Kelly. Peter's in the process of converting an ambulance he acquired, which still had a lot of the kit in, which is really fascinating, into a camper van. And Peter kindly invited me to go and have a look round and see what he was up to and see some of the fascinating electronics that you have in an ambulance. So if you're thinking of converting an ambulance, or just interested in what sort of things an ambulance has in it, as I was, definitely worth checking this one out. So let's go and take a look.
LeisureBit is the way to go with David, Rachel and Roxy. Let's hit the road and explore.
I'm with Peter today and we're having a look. It is a fabulous ambulance. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the ambulance, Peter?
Yeah, it was came from the NHS. Somebody was it got sold, so consequently it got sold as an ambulance. Consequently, it's got all the lights, and I bought it because after COVID, because they went broke. So that's how I've got it, and now I'm converting it to a camper van.
Fantastic. And do you think it's a good van to convert to a camper van if anyone else fancies getting an ambulance?
Yes. As long as you take all the steel out of it. It has 2.5 to 3 mil thick steel all the way round to basically make sure that everybody's safe in an accident, and it's about 1/2 ton. You need to take it out or you're going to freeze.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of extra weight to carry around, isn't it? Anyway, let's go and have a look around.
Superb. I've been turning it back into a camping. You can see that underneath here. And that sort of thing. It's just under the seat. It's just full. She was sold to an events company from the NHS, and then because of COVID, the events company went down.
Right.
And it ran out of MOT.
Yeah.
So it went to a scrapyard. You can do sirens, blue lights,
right, and
there are different modes within the blue lights.
Right.
Actually, yeah, the beeping that you hear.
Right.
Is Jenny going load shedding?
Yeah, yeah.
Load shedding, and it will do all that. It's coming up load shedding 1 now,
yeah,
and then it will go load shedding 2. But there is one thing that is really, really interesting. If I put that on,
yeah,
right. So
right,
that will so then I take off the handbrake. Oh. You might fall off the jack, but see, it turns off. Right, but if I press the same button.
Comes on at the front now.
Right, because handbrake's off, you're driving along, you need to see the door numbers.
Yes.
Which good. I thought myself, and then when the handbrake's on, you're parked and you wanna I think that's a brilliant feature.
Yeah.
But that's solely the Genesis system all by itself.
Yeah. So
you have speakers, obviously this is over 3.5 ton, she's a 4.5 tonner, so she has a tacho in it. And I've altered this so that I can actually have this. I've just changed the wiring in it, right, so that I can
put it on any time.
Yeah, so I had these fitted.
Yeah.
And when I had these fitted, there you can see where it.
Oh, it used to go up there, so to reroute.
I've just stuck them back down. Right. So yeah, but these
it's
are
a good
brilliant
idea actually, because it gives visibility.
You just start opening the door,
and
the person
you can
behind.
see. Yeah,
I think everyone should. So
like those lights are really clever, aren't they? Because it's useful if you ever need them. They should be on all.
This window, it comes with this window,
right,
and if you ever look through here, you see it's yellow.
Yes.
And you see, now I've had this window replaced because it was smashed.
Right.
Right, so I've got a normal one, and of course I didn't realise the blacking didn't cover, so I would have had the window cut out. Yes. Even more, but it just shows you. But yeah, that's the reason for the duct tape that I haven't got rid of yet. But yeah,
excellent.
But it's
that's a cracking vehicle, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and she's 3 litre, and take it from me, she goes like. And funnily enough, I stripped all the weight out of it, and she was sitting at 3.1 ton.
Right.
And it doesn't drive right. Because the clutch is so used to.
Because we're expecting 4 ton plus.
Yeah. And now I put a lot of the weight back in because we came away. She drives absolutely as she always used to. But there's so much steel in it.
Yes.
It's unreal. So yeah, so then this here.
Yeah, excuse the work in progress. Won't
So
you?
you're gonna love in here. This here was basically around here.
Right.
But of course, you see this plastic here
Yes.
that you can see here. That was covering everything.
Right.
All right, and
Just all the way down.
yeah, and so this was a fan, a blower that would go out or in,
Yes.
and you'd have four vents on.
Right.
And you'd have this is part of the false ceiling.
Right.
You see, I took a
Yes.
cutting
Yes.
piece to it, and so it had a steel ceiling, and there was gap between it. It was all rusting.
Ah, right.
And
no
everything
insulation
else.
or anything in it.
There was, but the bit that it had was virtually naff off.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we
All the
have,
cabling looms.
we have everything, and it just goes down there and
Yeah.
into the Genesis system, and where you're standing.
Yeah.
So if I peel
Oops,
this carpet
sorry.
up, that's all right. You see here,
Yeah.
this was a box. There was a cabinet here,
Right.
and that was and it was this deep, and that was full of cables.
Really.
And all it did was audio visual,
Right.
CCTV. You pressed the button, it would then start recording them.
Yeah.
Jenny would turn around and tell them
Yes.
that they were being recorded, and yeah, and you have various outlets and all sorts, which I've kept some of them,
Yes.
but I've still got to go through and I've repurposed this wire
Yes.
and sent that off to the back
Yes.
to go down to the thing. So now what I did was, when I first bought it,
Yes.
I bought the EcoFlow.
Yeah.
And with the EcoFlow, I could then keep all the auxiliary batteries were
Yes.
toast.
Right. So just died
750
off.
quid's
Yeah.
worth of batteries at 0.5 volt.
Yeah.
And they never came back, as you would expect. And so anyway, so I bought the flagship model of this. This did very well. Of course, all I did was charge it. I just put a lead
Yes.
acid battery in
Yeah.
there, and I just charged it, and
Yeah.
and that was what was keeping Jenny alive.
Yes.
And stop destroying because the cranking battery's all right actually.
Yes.
And it
It's
would
just
stop
these
destroying
batteries.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but every 3 or 4 hours,
Yeah.
Jenny turns off. So
Right.
of course, if you're in here and you've got the lights on,
It switches off.
and it just switches off, and it's really annoying.
Is that
isn't it?
just if there's been no activity, just
Yeah.
save the battery?
Yeah. Just to save the thing. So then I bought these, which are
The lithium.
Renogy's, yes. Yeah, they're Renogy lithium 12 volts.
Excellent.
Which, if anyone decides that they want, because I bought 4 of them,
Yeah.
because this is 48 volt.
Yeah.
I bought 4 of them. I went, yeah, serious, no problem. Hop inside,
Yeah.
connect them up.
Yeah.
I've now 5,000 watts, 3,500 watts.
Brilliant.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you read on the side of the box, don't connect them in series.
Really.
And I'm like going, why?
Yeah.
Just don't understand the reason why. Yeah. Yeah. So, but what I did find was I've been letting them equalise.
Yes.
You know, do the
Yeah,
BMS
just balance
allow
themselves out,
themselves and then the BMS is turned off. So last night I had one battery, even though they're all connected in parallel. I had
Yeah.
one battery powering everything. All the
Oh,
rest
that's
are
not
turned
good.
off. So this morning, there I am, unbolting stuff
and balancing them out. Is that
you
because they'd gone out of sequence? They were unevenly charged? Or just no apparent reason?
They've been like it for 2 days.
Right.
So 24 hours
Yeah.
they go, I'm turning off.
Really?
So I'm like, unless they have a 1 amp draw,
Yes.
then they switch back on.
Right.
But the BMS
Yes.
was active.
Yeah.
Or the Bluetooth BMS
Yes.
was active,
But
they
there
wouldn't
was no
allow me to
power
switch
coming
it
out.
on. So I just disconnected the batteries, reconnected them with a
they were
12
all right.
amp draw, and yeah.
Oh, fine.
So, but this, interestingly, now this here, where's the lead? I'm a bit random every now and again, so I sort of like, here's the lead,
Yeah.
right? Now this is the lead that comes with EcoFlow,
Yes.
and you can plug it into a cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
I don't suggest that because
Yeah.
it tends to
It used too much
arcs
power.
and melts and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you've got live, neutral, and then this pin here.
Yeah.
And that pin depends if it's connected to solar,
Yeah.
is positive,
Right.
or depends if it's connected to 12 volt, is
It's
negative.
negative.
Now, which way round it is, I
Yeah.
can't remember. But basically, so what I've done is 12 volt.
Yeah.
I just plug that in.
Plug it,
That'll
yeah.
give me a maximum of 120 watts So that will charge the EcoFlow if I
Yeah.
need to. But apart from that,
Yeah.
it's connected to
the solar.
Yeah. But
How
yeah,
much solar have you got?
1500 watt.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So it's like-
That'll keep you topped up well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, it's, I don't know, what's she sitting at the moment? 66%.
Yes.
And she's 430 watts pumping in.
And it's overcast.
Oh, yeah. So it's, check that back there.
Brilliant.
No, it didn't catch fire. We're okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So these are power cables.
Yeah.
If I split that, you see?
Yeah.
You see?
They're
So
running,
these
yeah.
are serious cables.
Yeah.
And I'm like going,
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to be doing with them.
Yeah.
And you've got the Wave 2 up there.
Yes.
Now I think that's fantastic.
Right.
But I'm a little bit disappointed
Why?
because what I've found is it doesn't drain properly. I've asked it to put it on drain,
Yeah.
and I put the thing on it, and it does. Water comes out, but it must be in a tray,
Just holding some in the corner.
right? And then if you pick it up, or in our particular case, what did we do? The van was leaning,
Right.
and because the van was leaning, it then got so much water in it, it then started chucking it out the front,
dear.
came out the fridge, because it was sitting on top of the fridge over there, and it came out down the front of the fridge, straight into the carpet, and my missus went mental. You know, you know
Not
what they're like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the lights for the flashy lights at the back are controlled
Brilliant.
up there, and there's a data cable.
Yeah.
And what that data cable does.
Yeah.
I know what this one does.
Yeah.
That controls this panel.
Yes. Does that control the lights and things from there as well?
Yeah, you can turn them on. As you can see, and you can turn on the spots.
Yeah.
But the spots, I stole the wire.
Ah, right.
Because this was this was the spots. So
Yeah.
the spots actually came down here where
Right.
where the this is interesting. The guy who owned it before,
Yeah.
he turned around and said to me, he goes, "What did I do with the stretcher?" Because he was
Yeah.
he was selling it, right? So he took the stretcher out and he took the thing. And I went, "I've got no idea." He goes, "Sold it to a football club."
Really?
And of course, you think to yourself,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one place
Yeah.
you'd use the
You'd
stretcher.
use it. Yeah. Yeah.
So if anyone has an ambulance, there's a marketplace for them. And there was a timer and all that sort of thing. But a lot of this stuff, you have to have the engine running.
Yes.
The diesel heater comes with Fab, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes with one of those 4 kilowatt diesel heater. Fantastic. Got to run the engine. If you turn the engine off, it turns off.
Stops.
It goes in. It's all down cycle. I found the light.
Yeah.
Soon changed that.
Yeah.
But I had to take it out because the couch was sitting there.
Yes.
So we
Excellent.
have just a normal
Mattress.
just slats
Yes.
with steel, and we got that off Facebook sales.
Oh,
While I was there,
fantastic.
I made this,
The session on the way out looked really
Oh, fantastic.
and
That's
it was
what you
really
want, isn't
short. And
Yeah.
while I was there, he goes, "Guy didn't turn up for it." He says, "Can't believe it. I'm going to have to wait ages." I goes, "How much do you want for it?" I go, he goes, "£20." I go, "Done." So all my
Brilliant.
problems were solved.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and one day I'll get this finished.
Oh, it's
They
a
ripped it
cracking
all
vehicle.
out, so they put the window in.
All right.
And then we
Did it come with this installation?
No,
or have you
no,
added
this
it?
is all us.
Yeah.
This is all us. The insulation that it comes with, you can see it here.
Yeah.
You see it's,
Right.
it's
Just
normal
normal, like
loft insulation.
rock
You're going to get itchy.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's but these windows that it comes with,
Yeah.
comes with this etching stuff on it,
Right.
and the window people don't know how to get it off.
Oh, right. I wonder if it's been acid etched, so it doesn't
Well,
come off.
that's what we're starting to think. But it's really quite it's really quite something. So
Excellent.
yeah, so the Renogy power
Yes.
comes up into here, and this one's the lead acid
Yes.
running to the thing. So you've got
Brilliant.
13.9, and so
Fantastic.
so it tells me what it is, and my
Fabulous.
fans worked forever,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden, oh, it's working. Happy days. There you go. So I've got a loose connection
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's a good fan, that, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
decent-
stayed on.
decent
I'll just
airflow.
stand here all day
Yeah, and
long.
hold it.
You know, so yeah. But it shows you how bad they were.
Yeah.
This is one of the lights.
Right.
One that end, or one as you enter.
Right.
Right, and this here. And what they did was, because they couldn't work out the wiring and how to jump it, because they had
Yeah.
you have to, if you've got dead batteries in the back, you have to put 12 volts to it,
Yeah.
and then the alternator will kick in and recharge it. So they put these sticky pads and they just did that,
Really?
and that's how they
That's
ran
not
it.
good, is it?
And I'm like going, really? And they did it with all the strip lights,
Yeah.
which went along. But yeah, I suppose really I should make that safe, really, shouldn't I? Oh no, that's okay. So yeah, that's solar.
Yes.
So I just got it.
Just feeds through there.
Which I put sponge to stop it from cutting.
Excellent.
So but I will. I've still got to put another hatch in yet.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So it's
Well, I do the long drive
yeah,
up
it's
and then
it's better. And this is air conditioning. This
Right.
is what they had their own air conditioning,
Ah, right.
which runs off of the engine.
Ah, so you have to have the engine running for
Yeah,
it to
because
work.
this is off of the compressor off
Right.
of the engine.
Right.
So yeah, that had just 4 vents sticking here.
Fantastic.
And anyone knows
How we
somebody
get
who
them
wants
working.
one? Oh no, I don't want it working. That can go, because one time you want air conditioning in the back, you want to be stopped. Don't
Yes. It's a good idea, that.
you? Yeah. Well, you I think you fitted this yourself, haven't you?
Those.
These?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Look, see.
Yes. Yeah.
I just used an impact
Yeah.
driver on
And it
stage 2. And it
Took it
popped
off.
the head off.
Yeah.
So, and then I did the same thing on this side, and went,
The other one.
okay.
Yeah.
So only use it on one. It's
Yeah.
fine to take them off, but yeah. The rear camera, which is here. So if somebody wants to know. So it's got
Yeah.
4. One's live, neutral to make it go, or live and earth, and then the audio, and then the
Did you
visual.
fit the camera yourself?
No, it's just,
It
this
came with it.
is what you got. It then runs up here, and
Yeah.
you see that grey poly pipe.
Yes.
That's the cable.
Yeah.
There are other cables,
Yeah.
but they're all audio visual.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is they put all the audio visual in the pipe. All the rest went in the wiring loom.
Wow.
And I went,
I wonder if it's just to keep any interference away from it.
Yeah. So that's what. So if they're looking for it,
Yeah.
that's where it is.
That's where it is.
And it runs all the way down there. It goes into that cupboard which went underneath, which is on a drawer, and
Yeah.
and it had an SD recorder and GPS, and
Yes.
and of course it was just draining all the time. You see, and then you got the double bed.
Yes.
And
Fantastic.
yeah, and then you've got the thing. You can see the lithium batteries, and also there's my AGM,
Yeah.
which was running the original array, which will all change soon. You see, so
Yeah.
you got indicators,
Yes.
you've got side lights, and you have brake lights.
Yes.
If they are there, they have to work. Otherwise, an MOT failure.
Yeah.
So consequently, Genesis controls that.
Yes. So you have
So
to
if you
keep the
can't get the
Genesis in.
Genesis system to start, which luckily for me,
Yeah.
the guy
Yes.
who was doing the MOT, he did it. How this got through the MOT, I wouldn't like to say. And the
I would
reason-
imagine, is that a bit critical, would you say?
not
It's just a
being an
plastic
MOT,
cover. Yeah.
but you see the fog lights here,
Ah, yeah.
and the fog light was
Yes.
blown,
Yes.
and of course you have to go through all here and all that to,
Yes.
get it off, and of course the easy way was just to
Yeah.
get the bottom out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put some stitches in,
Yeah.
you know, for the NHS, but yeah, and I've got to change a couple of holes in the sills.
Yeah.
But she's galvanised, so
Oh, fantastic.
which
is handy, isn't it?
you see,
Yeah.
see there, you can just about see it's yeah. Apparently, did you ever watch Gadget John?
Yes.
John and Mandy, yeah.
Yes.
He was saying he bought the Peugeot because
Of the.
galvanised.
Yeah.
But he said it was only galvanised halfway up, and one of my work colleagues
Ah.
decided to swipe it, and you can see all the gal there.
Oh.
That's been swiped since the winter.
Yeah, you can see it's not rusted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was quite. But the steel,
Yeah.
2.5 mil to 3 mil steel
Yeah.
in here. Oh, I must have taken
Yeah.
half a ton out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all on the inside.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
decide that you're going to leave the plastic,
Yes.
which is a good idea,
Yeah.
behind it is steel, and you're just carrying weight for no
Yeah.
reason.
It's a lovely vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we see the lights on?
Oh
Yeah. We caught them on the way in, but it was from a
so
distance.
to get the lights to work, you press 999 mode. You press 999 mode, and then if we go leave, and then we should. Are we going?
Yes.
So this is leaving. So as you can see, the white lights are shining at the top. And then if I go arrive at see, the white ones are stopped.
Yeah.
But then if we go at the back, the red ones are going, and you got you can see the stop lights are flashing.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, the brake lights aren't, or the fog lights aren't going. But yeah, no, that's the first time I've got them to work, and I've owned it since September. But yeah, but I have it. The plastic was broken
on that one,
so consequently you can see it works.
Yes.
It's just
the plastic's broken.
I had an occasion where I was, you know the little lead acid.
Yes.
Right. So you know the little eyesight glass there.
Yes.
Right. So like a fool, and I mean like a fool, I connected that one up. No problem at all. Everything's working. So I then went, oh, I could do with charging the other one. I'll just jumper it across.
Yes.
So I just jumped it across, knowing it would just charge lightly, then forgot all about it. Right, I'd already taken the transportation plugs out, and this is a big tip. Right, take the transportation plugs out when you go thing, because what happened was the transportation plug stayed in, it pressurised, and then that little eyesight glass popped out, which I didn't know they could do.
Yeah.
And it popped out, and if you have a look here. Where are you? You see this?
Yes.
You see this is starting to see it's gone through?
Yeah.
That's acid.
Yeah. Straight through.
Battery acid.
From the eyeglass coming out.
And I came back, there's a video actually online, and I came back and all of this was wet, all of it. And the only thing I think of was rain was coming in through here. I never touched it, I just went, let it get in here. And of course then 3 days later I found the little eyeglass
battery acid.
and went, out came the bicarb or whatever it was.
Yeah, just to neutralise
it. Yeah. Oh dear, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so it's it's something. Yeah. So of course we're doing the runway, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yes.
So they're the So if I go leave.
Yeah.
Because you've already seen it on the back, on the front rather. You see the reds don't flash.
Yeah. Right. So it's
there
just
are different
blue.
modes.
Yes.
And and the one in the middle is you can for scene.
Yeah, lights,
for
like
reversing,
a light.
you know, and that sort of thing, which you can press at any time. But of course, I have to cover these up because otherwise you'll hospital arrive. That just turns them all off. And if I press cancel, if I press 999, will that then take me out and then press cancel? No. But you can just press the blue lights. Yes. They're on there, but they're not on the grill. Yeah. But then what I do is I just put this across.
Yes. Just to make sure you don't press it.
And then the police say anything.
Yeah.
But apparently if you put not in use.
Yes.
Then it's legal to drive on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So that's all I do. I think the grill's on, that's all.
Thanks very much, Peter, for showing us around there. That was really fascinating. Some fascinating gadgets and things there. Love the lights as well. Don't forget to check out Peter and Kelly's channel. Links are in the description below. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful and interesting. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.